Hello, ladies. Hey, Sandra. Hey, for real, Neil. Hey, Ass Full of Stars. Hey, Dana. What's up, ladies? What's going on? I'm not going to be here too long, just for a hot second. What's up, Catcher? I hope you ladies had a good Valentine's Day. I most definitely did. I have no complaints. Zero. Hopefully, you ladies had a good day as well. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Let me move this so I can see. Oh, I see my bubble moving, so y'all should be able to hear me talk. What was that live all about? Well, Ketcha, check this out. Okay, so I've been seeing that she's been getting on here talking about her car situation. So I guess something done happened to her vehicle. And she's, guys, I'm just so overwhelmed, just so much going on in my life right now. You know, her usual. What's up, Simonia? Um, so she's saying that she can't get legendary to school. I have been in and out on her lives because I already know that she always comes when there's something wrong with her versus when everything's good. You know, she's been MIA this whole entire time. So how can you neglect the business that pays you? And you're talking about your truck, your vehicle is not moving, not working, and you don't know how you're gonna get your son to school. Well, you've been knowing that your son needed to go to school, which he's not in school anyway. You're talking about the YMCA. Let's just be very clear, because if it was really actual school, yeah, he can't be missing days because you don't have transportation. He still has to be at school, so you have to find a way for him to get there. Where's his daddy at? Hey, Karen, what's up, moms of twins? 405, we live. What's up, girl? What's cracking? What's going on? So she gets on here with this woe is me, I guess. I don't know what she wants somebody to do. I don't know if she wants somebody to put what's really going on. I don't know if she wants somebody to put down a down payment for her, um, to give her some type of funds towards her new vehicle or what. I don't know. Because coming to the internet talking about you can't get your son to school when you know he's supposed to be at school is beyond me. Don't you think that you should be trying to find some type of way to get him to school since you say he's supposed to be there? And then she's talking about, oh, you guys, I don't feel good. Okay. You're allowed not to feel good, but yeah, still and yet, you still got to get him off to school. Where's his daddy at? Like I said, where's his father? She says she don't have no money for no Lyft or no Uber or nothing. So you mean to tell me your tax advance that already done you done already done spent all your money up? Is that what's done happened? She done already spent all of her money up. Y'all think so? She said that she hasn't gotten her taxes and she's waiting on them. And she also said that she's waiting for the 21st because she doesn't get paid until the 21st. And I was thinking to myself, like, so that sounds like a personal problem. It sounds more like a you problem. What's up, Renee? It sounds like you should have took that advance money and put that advance on your new vehicle, or you should have been putting your vehicle off into the shop, because how you riding around and not knowing that your car need maintenance? You're riding around in it every day. She's blaming it on the fact that she has to ride back and forth to go take the Davises for, those other kids. She has to take the Davises for back and forth to wherever. Hey, Miss Thick Thighs. She has to take the Davises for back and forth to wherever they need to go, right? At least that's what she's saying. And I'm just thinking to myself, so the wear and tear came from you driving back and forth here and there? I don't think so. Now she's talking about she's going to move closer or move this way, or, she has to start thinking about herself because she's always putting everybody before her. I find that quite hard to believe because that's a lie. And we know it's a lie. Because if that was the case, if you was putting anything before anything, you would have made sure your transportation that's supposed to be taking you from A, B to C, that it would have been taken care of. You would have been making sure that you got your car taken care of. I mean, I understand that things happen unexpectedly, and sometimes your car can just start messing up out of nowhere. But at the same time, though, Jasmine's been MIA, and the only time that Jasmine's MIA, it has something to do with the man that she's entertaining, or it has something to do with it's either it has something to do with the man that she's entertaining, or she's done had gotten her advance and she done spent it on that man, Chris. Where is he at? Like I said, she don't have the money to call Uber or Lyft at all, she said. How you don't have money to call Uber or Lyft? So I guess she wanted people to cash app her money for that. And I was thinking to myself, call Mama Dukes. Call Philip. No, call Chris, because that's who the baby daddy is. And if you can't get his son off to school, then he should be very helpful and wanted to give you some money. So then that way, if he can't come and take his own son to school, then you'll be able to take him to school, because you'll have the money to pay for a Uber or a Lyft to get him there, because it's important that he's there. His attendance is important. You know, if he's supposed to be there, you're supposed to get him there. On you guys, I don't feel good. Okay. So what? She be acting like she's not a grown woman. She be acting like everything that happens to her that other people don't experience, and that the things that she experiences more than others. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, she's an idiot. So now I take it she's waiting on the other portion, which is going to be coming in March, because the first portion has already hit her bank account and she has already exhausted those funds, and those funds are not available to her anymore. So therefore, she decided, now that the fund has depleted, they're gone, right? She decided that now it's time for her to come back to the very same place that she's been neglecting. We have not seen her unless she decided to come on here and talk about who? Olivia. Olivia is the one that's been getting her undivided attention. That is the one that she's been getting on here talking about. So you mean to tell me she didn't think to get her car fixed with her advance? Mama Deuce probably told her to ask Chris. If you're coming online talking about you can't get your kids somewhere, call their daddy. She always trying to make it seem like talking about him is a crime. Like she can't say anything about him. If she says anything about him, that it's going to be some type of problem or some type of issue or whatever. No, the issue is that his son can't get to school and she can't get him there. So you would think that if she can't get him there, that she would call his daddy, and his daddy would see to it that his son gets to where he needs to go. She sat here for almost 30 minutes talking about her not being able to get that boy to school, knowing that school was going to be today. She knew that yesterday. She knew that Sunday. She knew that Saturday. She's been doing this whole entire time that she's been out of a vehicle. So why do you wait to come this morning instead of you seeing about getting? And then she said she don't have no money for no Uber and no Lyft. Like I said, even if Chris was not able to come get his son, if he's not able to come and get his son, guess what? He should be able to cash out her some money, just like she's been cashed out him some money to get his son off to school. It's like the same repetitive. You see, I'm repeating the same. It's like the same repetitive things with her over and over again. You don't hear from her unless she's in need. You don't hear from her unless she has decided, what's up, Ebony? Unless she's done decided to take money that she knew she shouldn't have been taking. It's nothing wrong with you spending on yourself, but when you know you have bills, and this damn thing is about to piss me off, I swear. Oh yeah, because hey, I love my divider, but it's about to piss me all the way. You know what? You know what? You know what? If I just broke my, I know good and well I didn't. Okay, that sounds like something broke, huh? I think something back here done messed up. Let me see. Cause Sonny, that was loud, and it was my phone too, by the way. I'm trying to check my stuff out. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Ooh, I'm about to say, did it get stuck on? Okay. All right. Okay. Now this damn thing right here is about to make me angry. I'm going to fix this. Now listen here, damn it. Listen here. Yeah. All right. About to hit me all in the head. Let me move this over here because I don't even need this over here anyway. Hold on, y'all. Let me get a little setup together. I'm unorganized as usual. Every year she does this. Yeah, she does this because she doesn't have nothing better to do with herself. Evidently so. All right. Let me plug that up over there since I keep having all of these interruptions and distractions behind me. Okay. So she got on her laying in the bed. Y'all know how Jasmine do. Jasmine got on her laying in the bed. Ain't got out the bed. Legendary is in the bed with her, talking up a storm. He is really talkative these days. I like that. You know, regardless whether you may understand what he's saying at some points and sometimes he is talking a lot, and I can dig it. You know, but Jasmine needs to get up and do something with herself because this shit is repetitive. It's repetitive every single year around the same time of the year. And then she's gonna say, well, you guys, it's so funny, all of this stuff is happening around tax time. So basically, I gather, I gather, I gather, I gather, I gather. She doesn't want to mess with her other portion of her tax money either. Like she didn't mess with her advance. She took that and did whatever she wanted to do with it. And it was just so funny to me how she just kept coming on here looking all crazy. Like she would come on her looking crazy about her situation, but when it came to Olivia and her talking shit, she was all smiles and she had a whole mouthful to say. But now she just don't know what to do. She don't know how she's going to do this. She don't know how she's going to get to X, Y, and Z. I mean, that's your transportation. So it's not like you have to get up and go to work. She's talking about taking Legendary to school. I still believe the Legendary is not in nobody's school. I believe the Legendary's been going to the YMCA school, just like AJ was never off into no school. Because first of all, you cannot have a child off in school and just take that child out of school in the damn near the middle of the school year. It's just not a thing. And that child not be enrolled somewhere else, be an active student. That's not going to be forgiven because if that child is supposed to be accounted for and they call that child's name and that child is not accounted for, then that means that, I'm just saying. So Jasmine said that she wasn't feeling good. She's over there laying in the dark. Y'all want to see this shit? Because that's exactly what she was over there doing. Laying in the dark, talking about her problems, like as if other people don't have problems. I don't understand how come these grown people don't understand that they're not the only ones that are experiencing anything, that there's other people that are experiencing maybe some similar or they're experiencing other things. For you to be that old at your age, like, girl, get up, get out and do something for yourself so that you can get something for yourself because you need transportation so that you can take your other kids back and forth to school when you have them. Not Legendary, but the Davis Four. It's just real funny to me because around this time she always get an advance, and we all know that. Whether she tells us that or not, or whether she comes on here and spends her money or not, because she does not have to show us anything about what she's doing with her tax money. It's hers. That's her money. She can do whatever she want to do with it, however she see fit. It's the thing that's when she goes and spends it all. And then the thing like this, like what happened to the truck? How do you drive a car every single day? What's up, sweetheart? How do you drive a vehicle every day and not know that it needs maintenance or something? I don't understand. You're driving this vehicle every single day, so you know that it needs something done to it. It needs some type of work to it, so you put the work in it. To say that you don't have the money, then I mean, and then she said, well, you guys, I just paid my car insurance too. Isn't that something? No, because even though your car may be down, you still have to make sure that the car is insured. Because if not, and they don't have the proper tags on it, I know at least here in Oklahoma City, they don't play those games. Okay. Your shit will get impounded. And until you decide to go get the proper paperwork and tax for that vehicle is going to be in jail until you decide that you want to go get what you need for that vehicle to be on the road, period. And that's usually just how it goes. So Jasmine, I'm just saying, You got to pay your insurance. You can't be driving around without it. You have to have it. How else are you going to drive a vehicle without getting a ticket? You get pulled over for tail lights, and then you find out you have a warrant. So yeah, like I said, you have the energy to get on her and talk so much about Olivia, but now you're so down and depressed when you're talking about this situation with your vehicle. You had so much to say about Olivia, but now that vehicle is down, now you're so down and depressed and you stressed out. We haven't heard from you, haven't seen you at all, haven't been uploading no content, haven't been doing anything of substance. But yet, then you hop on here, laying off in the bed, honey. Let me find this. You get on her laying off in the bed. She is a real nutcase. Always something wrong with her. It's not you know what, Lenora, let me tell you something. It's not that it's something always wrong with her. She always makes something wrong with her. That's what it is. You have to understand the games of a little girl like her. Like, it's not that she always has something going on. She makes something going on. Always have something going on. She wants to bring it to the internet. The same way that she's been freely out there spending her money, she should have been spending her money on getting her vehicle fixed, or not thinking that she could make it until her other taxes hit. So now she has a dilemma. She has to come to the internet and see if somebody's going to send her $5, $10 towards her fund to her new transportation that she should have been spending towards in the first place. If she had the money to, I'm just saying, why didn't she do what she needed to do? She should use the tax money and pay her payments for her car and take her kids out somewhere. So she do have payments, huh? I don't know why I was thinking that Jasmine's car was paid for. But if she have payments, you most definitely, even though your car may be acting up, you still have to make your payments. You still have to pay your car insurance, and you still have to go get your car fixed. That's a part of being an adult. It sounds like a whole lot, and it's not that life is life, and that's just what happens. When you have a vehicle, you're supposed to make sure you keep the upkeep on the car. Make sure you get oil changes and things like that. If you're not making sure that the car is taken care of like you're supposed to take care of yourself, then guess what? It's going to break down. It's not going to operate like it's supposed to at all, if you're not seeing to it that the maintenance on it is properly cared for. So coming on here about your problems, it sounds like it's personal and you should take care of it too. hmm I think she should take care of her own problems and stop coming on here with them. Especially if we can't never see her when she's around doing whatever it is that she's doing. We don't never see her, don't never hear from her. When she got money in her pockets, it's burning her hands. So she's out spending it. And then she comes back on here and she's like, oh, you guys are just having so much going on in my life. And then I'm thinking to myself, this is your job. You've been neglecting the very same thing that pays you, that could be helping you get you another vehicle, that could be helping you put towards down to another a down payment for another car. You haven't been on here. We have not seen you. Have not seen you at all. The same time that it was just like the same thing when she came on here talking about that double deposit that she needed. We hadn't heard from her, hadn't seen her. She hadn't mentioned anything about it. She had been on her talking cash shit. Her and Olivia was going back and forth. And then all of a sudden, boom. All of a sudden, guess what she came on here and said? What's up, Osan? All of a sudden, she got on her and said she needed a double deposit. Go get it. So what do you like? If you could disappear, so how are you disappearing from your job that's supposed to be helping you pay for your stuff? And then when you come up short, you come here talking about you're going through so much. Well, if you're going through so much, how come? I thought she was the person that always said that even if, no, that's Peaches. I take that back, honey. No, she's one of the ones that would say that too, that she will always show up even if she's going through something. But where have she been? I haven't seen her nowhere. Haven't seen her upload no videos, no nothing. She's been hitting a live button. That's it. That's all. That's all she's been having. I mean, Like, where's your content? You have content, right? She says she has something she hasn't been feeling like editing. So when you no longer feel like doing the job that you're supposed to be doing to help you with your bills, then maybe you should consider finding you something else to do. Maybe this is not for you anymore. Maybe has ran its course, which it has, because if you see I'm talking about you don't have no money to get legendary to school by even by Uber, and you make this publicly known that you don't have no money to get him to school, and we all know that he has a daddy, at least you say that Chris is his father, why you haven't called him? How come he can't give you the money that you need to see to it that his son gets to school? The same way that you would make sure he would have money in his pockets if he was to ask you for some. I'm just saying, I thought Chris was around, you just don't talk about the clown, but the clown have yet to help you get your son to school. Houseway. I mean, I understand he's there with you, and I understand that his father may have to go to work, but at the same time, though, what do you want anybody to do on the internet? Cash app you the money for your son to get to school? So every single day that Legendary needs to go to school, or every single day that those Davis 4 have to go to school, and I should have put air quotes for Legendary because he's not in nobody's school, period. Like I said, at least I don't think so. Because she was doing the same thing that Olivia was over there doing. We're going to talk about roaches and randoms, okay? When I come back and do my live on her, it's going to be titled Roaches and Randoms, because she just keep them in and out of her. I'm talking about the roaches and the randoms. That little baby that's inside of her, I mean, that baby's going to hear all kind of different men voices. That baby ain't going to know who the daddy is. Not only that, if there is any insertion of another man's penis inside of her while pregnant, I mean, that's just disgusting. But hey, we're talking about Olivia. And it's not that you can't make this shit up. No, she makes it up for us to see. And she thinks that it's cute. So yeah, the Roaches and Randoms live is definitely coming up because she's just a pure idiot. And she thinks that it's funny, and she thinks that she's trolling and taunting somebody. No, she's not. She's not taunting or trolling nobody but herself, because she's the idiot, nobody else. And then you got this idiot laying in the bed. You know what? I think I'm going to do a 2-for-1 special when I come back, because I'm definitely coming back. But what time is it? Because I need to go. There is somewhere I need to go. I just decided to hit my live button because she did a little 30-minute little spiel about absolutely nothing. Just the same repetitive shit. That's why I said it's the same thing with all of them. Nothing different to see here, but the same shit in rotation. Their lives is repetitive. It's like a rerun. Every single year it's the same, the same, the same. Nothing has changed. Olivia still changed. She's still changing. I ain't gonna even say she changed men like she changed her underwear, because I don't know if she does that or not. I think she's sour at this point, but hey. Poor baby. That poor baby just have to be that poor baby is just dealing with a whole lot of strangers and haven't even got into the world yet. Haven't even developed all the way yet. And that baby has heard all kind of different randoms, and they haven't even developed to be able to hear, but still be able to hear all the different randoms that their mother is bringing in and out of her house. It's so funny that this chick has all of these different dudes around her, but we have not seen one kid that she's done pushed out of her around her since she's been out of jail. But she can cook for these men. She can entertain these men. She can be in hotel rooms with these men. But where are her kids? So she's not shameful about bringing men over there fighting roaches and roaches falling off the ceiling while she's cooking pasta. They had some roach pasta, I'm pretty sure. He probably felt something crunchy off in there and it was a roach or two. He probably thought it was shrimp or chicken, but it was a roach. Mhm. Boy, you can't make this shit up. So she already done signed up for a random for when her kids to return. They can be met by a new stranger. And I would call the little bird brain little girl say she's in love with this man that she doesn't even know. Just like she was with Zolo, just like she was with Joey. And then Gamer Bay, he just irks her nerves. At least that's what she's trying to push that he does. But yet, not enough to not stick his peen up and through her. Well, I guess. Poor Kalani and AJ, they're going to be met with a new stranger. Somebody knew that's going to be able to come off in there and put their hands on them too, I guess, just like Joey did. Just like Brandon was off in there taking the kids off. Zola was taking the kids off places and stuff like that. She has no type of care in the world about those kids. But when it comes to a man, they can get her undivided attention. As y'all can see, that's all she has been entertaining is a man, a man, a man. As far as those kids go, those kids get no type of entertainment from their mother because their mother cares not to give them any. Okay, not to even go to any type of sports or anything of a sort. She thinks that putting peen in her mouth, her butt, and in her puss is more important than anything, and getting on her giggling and laughing like a little schoolgirl, like it's just something to. I mean, hey. And she said that people are mad. No, nobody's mad but your kids for you making them motherless. But I take that back because Antonicia's over there with your first three. It's just these last three. It's going to have some issues because not only are they going to be fatherless, they're going to be motherless as well because you're going to be very well present. But as far as your mothering go, it's going to be non-existent. So they're going to be pretty much raising themselves, pretty much. Mhm. That's if they make it to teenagers with her, with being in her custody. Because it's seeming like a situation here because the kids have been missing in action and they have not been nowhere in sight. But we have been seeing the Marshmallow Man every single day. But the children know. Just like we have not been seeing Jasmine, but yet Jasmine pops up, talks about how she can't take Legendary to school. But we have not been seeing her antennas pop up. No content for that truck that she say that is down. I believe the clown is over there lying, just like she lied about that water being shut off, just like she cut off that valve to that water. I don't believe there's anything wrong with her transportation. But I bet you that idiot is watching this and she's gonna go out and try to crank that bitch up or whatever. She says she has some important. I heard her say something about her having some important information off in the truck. Legendary's car seat being off in there. So that's just how you know that if his stuff like that, or if her truck is somewhere and it's not where she's at, she didn't think to take his car seat out just in case if somebody decided to come and get her and take him to school. I mean, if you got to get over here in life, that's what you got to do, then that's just what you got to do. But at your grown ass age, I mean, I would just think that that's something that you shouldn't have to do because you should be able to find your kid a way to school. She said something about a damn wagon and dragging his big ass inside of it. I know good and damn well you're not talking about that damn wagon that he got about a year or two ago or something like that. Nevertheless, it doesn't matter. If you really wanted him there, if he really needed to be somewhere, then you would have seen to it that you got him there. And if you would have called and phoned his daddy, if his daddy couldn't have been the person to come to chaperone his little ass to school, then you would have been the one to see. He would have been able to send you some money. Like I said, you know how you had that money. What's up, your pleasure? How you had that money spread it all across the bed for him. You know, for what was that, Valentine's or his birthday? You know, he should be able to do the same for you. I mean, where's the love at? Oh, I forgot he left you with a $560 debt that you had to get on her and talk to us about. The same way that your ass got on her and talked to us about you not having no vehicle and how life is life and how things are just happening to you left and right, right and left, and your life is just in shambles. But yet you have not been on here, and this is what pays you. Make that shit make sense. Because if this is what pays you, then you would be here. I heard about Jesse Jackson. Rest in peace, honey. He lived 84 years, though. So, you know, he lived a very long life. He's seen a lot of things. So condolences to his family. But Mr. Jesse Jackson has left the building. And it's rest in peace to him. I wonder, you know, this is Black History Month. And so far, I haven't heard anything about anybody else passing away, but I'm going to say this is the first one I have heard of. And this is during Black History Month. And you already know, as they come one, there's going to come others. Maybe about two more. I don't know. I don't know if y'all had heard about Ray J saying that he only had like 25% of his heart working, supposedly, honey. We shall see. You know, it seems like a lot of bodies are hitting the floor. It seems like a lot of people are passing away and a lot of unexpected things are happening. So, you know, I hope that everybody is taking care of themselves, you know, and everybody is in good health, because if you're not, then, you know, you never know. Nobody knows when their time is going to come or when your time is going to be up. So I hope that you are. I'm even telling myself, honey, I need to take care of myself. And that's what I have been doing. You know, trying to get my life together, trying to get my mind right, trying to keep my mind right, because that's important. Because it's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on around here. You know, we are not all in the same city. We're not all, you know, around each other or whatever. And like I told y'all before, we all could be experiencing different things in our states or whatever. And there could be a lot of things going on. That's why I don't understand how come Jasmine thinks it's okay for her to bring her overgrown ass on here and tell us her problems, as if like we ain't all experiencing some shit. We may not all be experiencing the same thing. Life may be life in other areas. Who knows? But get your ass up. Yeah, get up. Just like any and everybody else do, you got to get up too. I mean, she'll sit up here and just allow the reruns to pay her instead of her getting up and doing content so that she can get more money to do whatever it is that she needs to do. Um, but getting on her crying about your problems ain't gonna solve them, honey. The only way they're gonna get solved is if you solve them. Period. Too old for that shit. But you can always expect for Jasmine to hit that live button, laying in her bed with her hair uncombed, her teeth not brushed, or anything of the sort, and she'll hit that live button just to get on her and tell us her problems or whatever. Well, when that money is burning her hand, she disappears. Like, where did you go? Because I know for a fact that Jasmine most definitely got an advance, and the advance done ran out. Now that the advance done ran out, she's saying her car has done, it's giving her problems. And she doesn't have any transportation, but yet she's laying off in the bed, not doing shit about it. Coming on live, talking about, oh, you guys, just want to let you guys know what's going on with me. Girl, you don't even care about what's going on with you, because if you did, then your situation would be different. Then you wouldn't be sitting up there talking about you don't know what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and if you should do it this way or that way or the other way. You'll find a make a way. I know that I can't sit here and make an excuse like, you know, if you have a job, you can't tell your job that your trade, you can call that one day and tell them, hey, I'm having car problems, whatever. I'm trying to see about getting it fixed or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I ain't going to be in today. You know, you might even be able to get away with it the second day. But then after a while, you better be trying to find your way to that job or your ass is going to get fired. The same way if you drive in a car and you see that your car is having problems, you have an engine light on it, you see that it's riding rough. Why wouldn't you be seeing to it that you putting it off in the shop? Why wouldn't you be seeing to it that those baby fathers of yours help you with your children, so then that way that you can do what you need to do, so that you won't be having the situation. But like I said, first to jump from her needing a double deposit, now all of a sudden, she started talking about her having issues with the landlord, and then all of a sudden it turned into some bullshit about this car. Oh, the water situation. Remember, she came on here and told us about the water situation and then disappeared because she was lying. Had water the whole entire time. The stupid bride went and turned the valve off and did a video trying to turn the water on, knowing she turned the valve off because she wanted somebody to believe that she was over there without water. I mean, it's the shit that they do that's why y'all see me when y'all see me. I have other important things to be worried and concerned with, like my own shit, than to be worried about these ducks that be on her quacking about nothing. Jasmine hops on her and beg every chance that she gets instead of doing what she needs to do to get whatever she needs to get. So imagine you talking about you don't have no transportation, but your ass is just laying up in there. Oh, you guys just don't feel good. She don't never feel good. She's always depressed. Her anxiety is always up the roof. She never wants to get up and go do anything. When you give her suggestions about how she can change her content, she always got excuses. What's up, sis? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, it's either you're going to do it or you ain't going to do it. It's either you want better or you don't want better. It's either you're going to continue to keep rolling down this same road and your ass going to keep hitting that dead end. I mean, it's solely up to her. And then she gets on her and say that she doesn't want to go into depth about her situation, but wants to tell her about her problems. Well, keep them to your damn stuff then, because bitch, we don't care. I don't know why y'all feel like y'all can keep the shit that people are asking y'all about to y'allself, but then want to voluntarily tell us about y'all's problems. Like, go solve them. Mm-hmm. Dry begging, yeah, your pleasure. I mean, at this point, it's just like, it's sad and it's sick. Everybody's car can break down. Anybody's car could start giving them problems. Anybody could start having issues with any and everything in their lives. That don't mean that you should feel like your shit is more than anybody else's, and that somebody should cater to you and your problems because you have them and you want them to solve them instead of you solving them yourself. Shameful. She's a sad case. Y'all keep those bells ringing, because when I come back, I'm going to play some of these recordings, especially with that, the Roach Motel, the Roachella over there. I mean, I'm just saying, randoms and roaches, you just cannot make this shit up. And she just swear that she's a baddie, but yes, she's pregnant with supposed to be Gamer Bay's baby, but she got a whole new man over there that she say that she's entertaining, and that she just so head over heels in love with, done gave some head to, done gave some ass to, all the while she's pregnant. I mean, she just have no type of respect for herself, no type of respect for that baby, and just no respect at all, period. Over there fighting and swarming roaches and shit. I mean, damn. She's just sad. But anyways, keep those bells ringing. I shall return, okay? And I will be back on screen. I'll holla.